We got to win. And that was our ultimate goal today, was to win the series. We had two big swings, 2 outs, two-run homers. Lined out a couple of times, but just flipped 10 hits around, basically, 8 other hits, and couldn't string them together. But our pitching staff did a great job. And there's the defense again. I think the ball that Battles didn't catch was a sinking line drive that was up high, and then, it got on him, but a pitch or two later, they turned a double play. So it really didn't matter. Other than that, I don't know if we made an error all weekend, and just real proud of our guys. Wiggins just didn't throw the ball over the plate enough, and they were getting geared up, and Morris came in and gave us 3 full innings, counting the one in relief and then 2 more. Mixing it up a little bit, enticing a couple of ground ball double plays, I think. And, then Tiger just threw outstanding, in my opinion. We felt like he probably, it says he walked 4 there. I don't know if I'm buying that. I'm going to look at some information, just know what I've been told by people. And, I'm off to the side. You guys got a better view than I do, but that was something else.
What was that night they like the dugout? You got your closer in there, walks the bases loaded. They got their best hitter up, but he's struck out, may look pretty bad the last bit. Just what was it like in the dugout, and just what you think of that? How he got out of there.
Well, that was going to be his last hitter. Unfortunately, we didn't feel like he'd even have to be there. 3 walks, maybe one of those was a walk. You just got to overcome. And that's what I told him yesterday. But the mood in the dugout was, obviously a little bit nervous. We didn't even talked earlier before the inning started. If Elko got up, were we going to leave him? I just, told Coach Hobbs, depending on what was going on, what was the score. And there's no way we could have taken him out there. We didn't feel like he was pitching that bad. We just feel like he got squeezed big time. And, just what a great job. What a great effort to finish that game. That was our game plan, is he could probably give us, we were thinking 50, 55 pitches. He ended up throwing 70. Unfortunately, I think he threw 15 more than he probably had to, but that's what it ended up being.
Between last night and tonight, I think Tigert faced Elko with a runner in scoring position 3 times and got him each time. But what did you think of that matchup and how he did against him?
Well, that was the biggest issue I had there in the 9th, is that Elko had already faced him today. And he threw 3 really good breaking balls to him. I think that's all he threw to him, 3 of them, and he got him 2 innings earlier. So that's, we were in the dugout thinking we might have to get him out with something else instead of off speed. So when he had him down, I think 0-2, we threw a fastball. I didn't throw it, he did, but we called it. And it must have been a little high or a little out or both, but it was by him. It looked like he was pretty much sitting on something off speed. So I think that pitch really helped, even though it wasn't a strike. And then he hooked a breaking ball. And I think, I don't know, maybe a ball. And then he hit one to center field on just a real gutsy win for our team.
And then with Morris, it seems like he's kind of been your go-to guy for maybe long relief. What have you thought about how he's done of late and then again tonight?
Well, what he's done of late is to throw the ball over the plate. And a couple of his outings, he's really been able to spot it up. I mean, at A&M, he spotted it up. Today, maybe not quite so much, but, what, he had 1 walk maybe? And he had 2. And he only struck out 1. He faced 11 hitters. I mean, he just made him swing the bat, and then we fielded it. And, that's all you can ask for guys sometimes. Just give us an opportunity to play defense.
Braden Webb had a really great weekend. I think multiple hits in every game. Just what was the key for him this weekend, you think?
I don't know. I felt like that Braden really laid off some borderline pitches, especially early in the count. And I remember one at bat this weekend, he got behind quick 0-2, fought, ended up taking a walk, an 0-2 walk. Those are big. And, today, even his first at bat, he's down in the count and he finds a way to put the bat on the ball, and he beats out an infield single. And I'm thinking that maybe he was the one who scored the first run in front of the home run. So, Lanzilli gets up, I don't know, might have 2 strikes on him, hit the ball. We didn't know if it was going to go. The ball was really traveling today. Thin air, wind blowing out lightly, and that ball got out. And, so that's the key. If you put the bat on the ball, they got to feel that something might happen. And it did for us right there.
You touched on it a little bit. And yesterday you said, you're telling the team when things don't go your way, keep fighting. And to win the way you did today, did you kind of learn something about your team or kind of just what have you seen from your guys the last few days?
Yeah, 100%. I think that when Coach Hobbs went out to the mound there in the 9th, he came back and told me a couple of guys were kind of like laughing, like they thought it was almost laughable, the strike zone that was going on there. And they said, "Hey, don't worry, we got it. We'll be fine." And that's the kind of attitude we want.
And with Wiggins' performance, I mean, just, how do you go about evaluating him moving forward and kind of just the way your starting rotation lines up? I mean, at times it looked good, but just kind of what do you see from a big picture
I
standpoint?
don't know. I'll talk to Coach about it. It's one of those things that if you haven't had to use too many of the relievers the first couple of games, and Jackson has great stuff, it's a plus. If he doesn't have real good stuff, then we have guys left to go. So, we're probably going to keep starting him, and hopefully he'll work through this because we need him. So, that'll be the plan next week at Auburn. I'm pretty sure, unless, something happens during the week, but that's what I would guess.
I walked in late, so I apologize if you've addressed this, but when you have a game like ended the one last night, do you find that it's difficult or easier to turn around and play in such a short turnaround like you did today?
I've been a part of that a lot, playing a night game and then a noon or a 1 o'clock game, especially on the road. I think you can carry that momentum into the next game. I don't know so much we carried a lot of momentum, but I think we carried a lot of confidence because we had an even series. We were at home. We felt like we were getting ready to break loose, maybe offensively, and we did get our hits. We just didn't string them together. But we got 2 really big hits, and that's all it needed. But a lot of times, if you come back and win a game, walk somebody off the field wherever you're at, I think it carries over to the next day a little bit.
I wonder what you think about this weekend versus last weekend. You weren't able to get the big hit last weekend. You did get them in the last 2 games today, and just how you thought your team responded this week.
Yeah, we got the big hit in the 9th last night. Obviously that was a huge hit, and then today we got 2 big hits with 2 outs and a runner on, and they weren't doubles; they were home runs. They drove in 2 each time, and we scored just enough. So we got 3 big hits in the last 24 hours. So, hey, that's a start.
Dave, how cool is Brady out there in those tense situations for a freshman, especially? And I really wasn't paying attention. Who'd you have up in the who would you have brought in if he hadn't gotten out?
We were probably going to bring in somebody that could spin it a little bit. So we're probably going to go with Ramage, let him get after it for an inning. He's throwing the ball 92, 93 now. And I think he's throwing back like he did at the beginning of the year. We had a lot of confidence in him. I think Brady just, he's been in that situation this season already, probably 4 to 5 times where it's been super tense. You can count last night too. So I think he was I thought he did a better job staying under control tonight today, better than ever, because today he didn't get any calls really. Maybe one, maybe on a fastball on an 0-2 pitch that was, on the inside corner. I don't know if it's down or not there in the 9th, but other than that, it was a bunch of either strikes or what we call 50-50 balls, and he didn't get any of them. And, he held his composure and finished it.
You've talked quite a bit about the double play combo of Moore and Battles. The plays they're making, do you still get surprised, or is it almost like you expect it these days?
I don't think I get surprised. The one they turned when I think Graham hit it, and they got a leadoff single. It was kind of an infield single. I think that's what went on. I'm not sure what exactly, but I know that he hit the ball hard into the 4 hole, and Robert snared it. That was as far as Robert could glove that ball without leaving his feet. And he turned and made a low, hard throw to Battles. And a lot of people don't realize how great of a play Battles made on that play. If he makes a perfect throw, that's a double play every day. He had to go down to catch that ball and throw that ball with some velocity to first. And my comment immediately was that I just said, that's the best one ever. Because I just keep seeing more and more. And those guys they're nails in the middle. There's some good ones, and they've got one. Ole Miss has got a great middle infield, but our guys just keep making those plays.
I think you turned 9 double plays. Do you ever remember a 3-game league series doing that?
I don't think so. 9's like, that's a lot. And credit to the pitchers for getting those ground balls. And then our guys finishing it up out there, because a lot of things can go wrong. Double play, you got to handle the ball about 3 times. So they've done a nice job.
I don't think we'll talk to you again before the Missouri State game Tuesday night. Do you anticipate you'll start McIntyre?
That's what I would anticipate. Not announcing that yet, though.
Actually, you got the Smarters tomorrow.
I'm glad you reminded me, because I hadn't even thought about that until right now. Will you write something up for me? You're a good writer.
I'll put something in the short house that they've been always keeping Smarters.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to go to those Waters meetings and talk when you won a game the day before. All right. Thank you, guys.